Looks like a Lurex hot water bottle about to burst. And I think it's a shame. I think it's a shame.
Well, that's Nina. N-I-N-A, never intentionally nice to anyone. Barry.
People have done it since. You know, we get hosts now who will have a go at the judges, but Marty was the first one to do that.
Marty Kane had got her first big break on the original series of New Faces, competing against a young Lenny Henry in the all-winners final of 1975.
Please welcome Miss Marty Kane.
Look at that for a nose. When they were giving out noses, I thought they said roses and asked for a big red one. Look at that.
She was this great, dotty, Streisand-esque comedian with a big ooter, and she opened her mouth and this voice came out.
Memories lights the corners of my mind.
So that was the unique selling point of Marty. She could sing as well as do jokes, and she could do physical comedy too.
Of the way.
That was a pretty good package back in those days. And I think that's why she won.
And the act that goes to Las Vegas to represent New Faces is Marty Kane.
After New Faces, Marty was given her own show, becoming one of the biggest TV stars of the 1980s.
When I was growing up, television was mostly dominated by your Dick Emerys and your Benny Hills and your Morecambe and Wises. There was a lot of men on. And Marty was one of the first women I remember being on telly that I liked. She fought all her life to be a comedian and then went on to host the show that she won.
Please welcome your host for this evening, Miss Marty Kane.
But even for the apparently ever-confident Marty, presenting a live TV talent show in front of millions of viewers proved a daunting task.
Good evening. Well, what can I say? Thank you. Thank you, good evening, and welcome to the...
When she was hosting New Faces in the 80s, she assured me that seconds before, she'd been really ill in the wings. They had a bucket there ready for her every night, apparently, because she was so nervous and afraid.
Every single night of going on live television with Marty was, you know, I stood in the wings with her for every single show, and you pretty well had to just push her on.
That's nerves for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go and see what our panel made of that one.
Marty's real name was Lynn Shepherd. She said, I feel sometimes as if I'm two people, as if I'm Lynn, but then when the occasion calls for it, someone else clicks in. And she's called Marty Kane. But until she takes over, I'm just a nervous wreck.
During the third and final series of New Faces, Marty was diagnosed with terminal cancer. It was a battle she would face with a characteristic combination of courage and humour.
She said, it's really good news, it's really good news. It is cancer, but it's, you know, it's a really good one. And, 10 years, I've got 10 years, you know, it's fine, it's fine. Let's get some champagne. I don't think she could ever bear to think that anyone felt sorry for her, because she certainly didn't feel sorry for herself.
Marty Kane died on the 4th of November 1995, aged just 51.
It was really sad. Saddest things happen to the nicest people, and she was one of the nicest people.
Sorry, Marty, but I think you look like you've come rushing out of a Hong Kong bar and brought half the curtain with you.
She's got the rest of it over her shoulder.
The thing is that being here, it's not just it's not the show, or particularly it's not Birmingham, it's not the Hippodrome as such. What it reminds me of is Marty. I feel I shouldn't be standing here because this is her place. So this place is always tied up with Marty for me.
I think that Marty would like to be remembered as being inspirational to anyone that's got any ambition, any hopes, any dreams. I think that she was proof that anything is possible and anything is achievable. And the other thing that I think she would definitely like to be remembered with is a smile. Definitely a smile.
Good night, God bless, and thank you.
Next, we tell the behind-the-scenes story of the Pop Idol final that gripped the nation.
I don't think it was average. I don't think you could ever call that average.
And I thought this is going to be interesting. You don't like me and I don't like you very much.
Thank you.
The winning act is Les Dennis.
You're the winner with the audience.
Throughout TV history, talent shows have seen newcomers battle it out to be crowned the winner.
Joss Stone.
But in 2002, a new series would take the nationwide search for a star to a whole new level. Pop Idol sought to unearth Britain's next great solo artist, with £1 million recording contract as the prize. One person who saw the adverts was an 18-year-old schoolboy from Bradford.
I was never able to communicate very well as a child because of my stammer, and so music, and in particular singing, was my form of release.
Love will turn your world around, and that world will...
My mum saw an advert for Pop Idol. The advert said, "Are you the next Robbie?" And so I thought of Robbie and how very chatty he is, very witty. And so instantly I had doubts because I thought, well, I can't even say my own name. Because of that, I was quite fearful of the whole thing. But I plucked up my courage and went for it.
When he walked in, I thought, I hope you can sing, because you look great. Thought the girls would love him. So I'm kind of optimistic, and then he couldn't talk.
My name's... Oh, come on, lad.
No, just take your time.
I was just blocking there for about 5 minutes, like... And I'm thinking, oh, God, this has wrecked it for me. There's no chance they're going to put me through. Gareth Gates.
That's fine. When you're ready.
By that time, you're thinking, how on earth are you going to sing?
Everybody's looking for that something. Just one thing that makes it all complete.
The most beautiful voice came across, and we were all smitten.
Some find it in the face of their children.
I've got to admit, in my brain, I just went jackpot. I did. I just knew. I knew that we had a great, great story here. And I thought we found a star.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Wow. What you've done today is unbelievably brave. Just standing here in front of the four of us. And you do have a problem with your voice, I understand that, but you don't have a problem with your singing voice.
Yeah, that's right.
And you are 100% coming to London for the next audition.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes! It went very well, and I got the gig.
As soon as they saw Gareth's audition, everybody was like, this show's going to be huge. It's a hit, you know, we found a real star.
In marked contrast, another budding pop idol scraped through the early rounds almost unnoticed.
Come on in. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi. William Robert Young.
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from a place called Hungerford.
Will Young was the very last person we saw on the very last day.
You don't blame it on the sunshine. You don't blame it on the moonlight.
He did a very dodgy dance, I seem to remember, as part of his audition, and we only put him through because we were short of boys. There you go. How's that for an admission?
I just can't control my feet, yeah.
Thank you, William. Does it mean a lot to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, we'll see you through to the next round.
Will Young was clearly a very different character to many of the wannabe pop stars in the competition, and it wasn't long before he made his mark on the show.
The defining moment for me was when Will Young auditioned for us in Teddington. He came on the stage and he sang Light My Fire.
Come on, baby, light my fire. fire.
I had a vision of Sunday lunch, and after Sunday lunch, you